This is the orientation video for the Prolite RV that you'll be renting. So first I will walk through the exterior of the RV and show you the different features of it and point out different things that I've noted during my travels using the RV. So first of all, I will provide a lock so that you can secure the RV at the campground without worrying about somebody towing it away. It does come with two safety cables, so these must be hooked up to the vehicle. It uses a 7-pin which controls the light and the brake controllers, and also charges the battery while the vehicle is in motion. Now I do provide a wireless brake controller, so basically if your vehicle, even though it has a 7-pin, sometimes it doesn't have a brake controller. As a backup, I will provide that for you, so you don't have to worry about not having brakes. Okay, so the important part here is there is a brake wire underneath here. So this wire is connected to the vehicle, and in case of a runaway vehicle, this wire gets pulled and the RV will stop, so it will apply the electronic brakes automatically. So it's very important to make sure that this is tied up to the vehicle, but you need to leave enough room so that you're not dragging on the ground where this will come loose while your vehicle is in motion. Okay, next is the stabilization jacks. So the RV comes with 4 of these, one in each corner. These guys here. So I do provide these jack pads, and in order to raise or lower them, you insert this rod here and then turn it, and then this will come down to the jack pad. And the idea behind this is it's used for stabilization only and not to raise the RV up and down. So you want to lower it until it's secure, but not the purpose is not to raise it or lower the RV. Now to lower or raise the RV, you need to use this. Okay, so in the exterior compartment here, I'll show you what I'm providing for your trip. So this is the water hoses for the fresh water tank. So you would put this end into the hose there, and then insert it into the fresh water tank and fill it that way. Okay, just helps with filling a little bit easier. Now I do provide gloves, of course, for the dump station. These are definitely very valuable. I do provide a level. Now there are levels on the exterior of the RV as well, and I'll show you where those are. I provide a tow cable just in case, a mallet. These are spikes for the awning. If you put them out, it's good to secure them onto the ground. This is a white water hose, which means it's for drinking water only. So do not use it for cleaning, because this is the drinking water. I provide an extension cord as well. Okay. So next I'll kind of describe the different things that you see here on this side of the RV. This is a vent for the batteries. It's just for venting purposes only. There are a couple of vents here. I believe these ones are for the fridge, and this one here is for the furnace. Okay, so these get very hot when the furnace is turned on. Next is obviously the your 30 amp power cable. It's quite long. I believe it's 10-15 feet. And also I provide an adapter, in case the campground plugs into a regular household plug-in. Okay. And always make sure that the tires are inflated to 50 psi per specifications. So here we have the fresh water tank. So that that tube that I showed you earlier, you would insert that into here all the way through, and then fill the water. And when you start seeing water come out of that little spout there, that means your tank is full. Okay. Now for campgrounds that have water hookup, that's where you would insert the white hose, and that's just the a release for the fresh water tank. Okay. Next is the furnace. No, the hot water tank actually. So you do not need to touch any of this. Essentially, when the gas is turned on and the hot water tank is turned on, this part here will actually fire up, and what will warm the hot water tank inside. So this vent does get very hot, so make sure if you have children, make sure they don't touch, these parts here. Okay. So here's kind of the fun part of the RVing experience. You've got the gray hose, which is essentially the kitchen sink and the shower water, and you've got the black tank, which is the black valve, which is the toilet. So typically, what I do is, when you're at the campground, at the dump station, release the black first, and then close it. Make sure when it's all drained out, and you'll see it because I do have a clear hose provided for you. When you see no more water coming out, go into the washroom, flush it with another bucket of water to make sure it still continues to be clear. Then close this, and then release the gray. So at that point, the shower water and the kitchen water, which is cleaner, can actually help wash out the hose and everything else. Okay. So the sewage hose is kept inside the bumper. Okay. So this clear part, it does come off. It goes into the RV, and then the other end of it, there's an adapter that goes into the sewage or the dump station. Okay, so this I put into the compartment over there. Okay, so that's closed. And of course the spare tires in the back. I do provide sockets that will fit the bolts in the spare tire. So in case of emergencies, there's a way to change the tire out. Okay. And that's it for the exterior. Now there are some light switches for the evening. There's a button inside that'll kind of have a blue light that comes out here. Actually, I'll do that right now. So there's a blue light for the evenings, when sort of as a safety feature. There's a couple of outlets here. So these work when the RV is connected to shore power. Okay. Another important part is the wheel chocks. Whenever you're parking the RV, make sure these are on there, because I've heard stories where the RV runs away if it's not secured that way. Okay, so that's the exterior of the RV.